ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. Being an MLA from Bangalore, I feel it is important for me to talk about the civic woes befalling our beautiful city as well as our state Karnataka. The recent unprecedented rains and flooding in some areas of Bangalore and some areas of Karnataka have thrown us in the global limelight for all the wrong reasons. While I do not want to repeat statistics of what learned people have spoken before me, I wish to draw attention to a bigger picture we need to focus on. We need to view solutions to this problem, keeping in mind climate change, global warming, its environmental impact, and how we manage the situation from a scientific perspective rather than a political one. Science and technology have to be the base upon which any solution is sought. For example, we have the Comprehensive Development Plan done by the BDA and the town planning authorities. Why cannot this be linked to all sub-registrars' offices in which Raja Kaluves and drainage points are marked clearly? In this way, at the time of registration of a property, the Raja Kaluves will show up and mechanisms can be put into place to stop encroachment at the root rather than registering the land, giving them sanctions, occupation certificates, and then suddenly telling them there is a Raja Kaluve running through your property. Why cannot the government think of marking and fencing the vulnerable areas where the Raja Kaluves are marked? The cost of this should not be a deterrent, as this will be much smaller than 255 crores loss in one day with flooding. Administratively, we have to be ruthless with implementation of desilting lakes and drains well before the monsoons starts. I have seen desilting of drains starting in June when the monsoons are about to start. They remove all the debris from the drains and throw it on the roads. And it takes days and weeks before this is cleared. 1 or 2 showers and all that debris is back in the drains, which is a gross waste of money, manpower, and is a futile exercise. They have to start cleaning the drains in April and finish it before June. Brand Bangalore is taking a beating. It will affect the investments coming in, and not just Karnataka, but also at the center, because we pay, I think, the second or third highest amount of taxes to the center. So what happens in Bangalore doesn't affect just us, it affects the whole country. The government has to not only take a deep dive look into global warming, climate change, and its effects, but also assuage fears of the people of Karnataka and the corporate world that we are responsive to people's woes. In a recent article in the Deccan Herald by a young professor, Harini Nagendra from the Azim Premji University, titled "When Bengaluru Became Venice," she very aptly pointed out that even when we restore lakes, we clear the wetlands, converting them into tree parks and playgrounds, oblivious to their ecological function and its importance in our daily lives. Glaciers melting will initially cause rivers to overflow, and then eventually the rivers will dry up. 6 of the world's major rivers have run dry this summer in areas as far-flung as Europe, China, and the USA. Earlier this week, a group of scientists from Europe and the US found that the Greenland ice sheet to be an irreversible path towards melting, making the sea levels rise by 10 inches. The paper published in Nature Climate Change calls this an ominous prognosis. In layman's terms, this is the scary as hell future we have to deal with. Potholes and traffic jams are another nightmare in Bangalore. There is an organized workforce in the BBMP, but they ignore it and wait till it gets worse. And pressure is put on them, only then they get out and do a shoddy job, which is a temporary makeup job that barely withstands 1 or 2 showers. To control traffic, I think synchronizing traffic signals is a must in our city. We have the best scientists, the best technology, and the best resources right here in Bangalore and Karnataka. The government has to bring them on board and seek their expertise to draw up a 25-year plan based on what we might face in the future with global warming and climate change. Bangalore needs, in closing, I want to state that in light of this global warming and climate change, Bangalore needs surgery, not knee-jerk Band-Aid solutions. I urge the government to please appoint a professional body to seek out solutions to the civic problems we face in Karnataka as a proactive measure and not as a reactive measure after we are in trouble with floods. Thank you, Adhiksha.